You got to decide what you want. Do you really know what you want? No, like, in all honesty, do you know what you want? Because be real with yourself. If you did, more than likely, you already have it, or you wouldn't be needing ways to figure out how to get it. You know, like, when you really do want something, the desire of wanting it is enough for you to figure out what you need to do next. You claim you want this body, but do you really want to? Or do you really want it? Do you really want that dream body? Or do you want byproducts of having that body? Now, that's another thing. Or that's what people get confused with. They think their goals or what they want is really something totally different. Like, you know, do you really want that fit body or that dream body? Or do you just want what happens when females see that body? Because those are two totally different things. You get one, you know, well, you get both of them if you choose one, the right one. But if you want more so the other one, which is the female gaze, and for females to look at you, that's not going to be enough. Just being honest, that's not going to be enough. And that's okay. Again, it's whatever you want. It's totally okay. You just got to understand and know what you truly want. And step aside to the people who really do want that thing. Like, once you determine and realize that, okay, I say I want this, but I really don't, we could just move out the way. For the people, you know, for us who really want that shit, who really want that dream body, to be fit, healthy, to be able to run around in the field with our kids, you know, when we're older, to fuck like a god, to please our women, to be able to, you know, protect our women. Let it be an intruder, let it be somebody trying to take your bit, you know. And this doesn't have to be just with females. It can be with anything. Trying to be the best in a sport, you know. Trying to be the most intelligent, trying to have, you know, more money. You just gotta literally break down what it is that you claim you want and just write it out, right? Write it down why you want it. And if you have more, you know, or if you can't really come up with a lot of, you know, reasons why you want it, you might need to do a little rain check or rearranging as far as, like, you know, figuring it out, or things that's related or close to that goal. And I'm not telling you it's a bad thing to claim you want something and figuring out that it isn't really what you want. But the day that you start being real with yourself, and the day that you actually start, you know, to put in the work and put in the effort to figuring out what it is that you want, it's a day now. It's not only a day closer that you'll be, you know, living a fulfilled life, but, bro, you won't have no reason not to get that shit. You will have it. I'm telling you, if you want it, you will have it, no matter what it is. If you truly want it, you will figure out a way to get it. It's just part of it. Think about anything that you have right now. You wanted it at a point in time, and you ended up getting it. Let it be a car, let it be a female, let it be buying a video game, let it be hanging around friends, or wanting to go out with friends to smoke and drink or some shit. You wanted that. And again, that's okay. But you just gotta be real with yourself. Just be real with yourself, man. Shit. Go get that shit. Go get it. I promise you will not be looking up YouTube videos on how to get it. I promise you won't have no anxiety or have no, like, you know, second thoughts of, you know, am I worthy of this thing? And even if you do, I promise you your desire to want it will overrun that. Anything that I ever wanted in life, it was because I wanted it. I remember when I was a kid, when I was like, shit, I used to play video games a lot. I was probably like I was in elementary. Bro, I wanted video games like a motherfucker. And you know what I would do? Figure out how to get that shit. You know how I figured out? Or what the plan was to get video games? I will buy a new game and simply beat that game as quickly as I could and trade that game in for another game that I wanted. And it was just a never-ending cycle. Obviously, like the value and shit went down over time, but then I still got that shit. I still figured out ways to get money. How to talk my mom or my granny into lending me, a little bit more money to get it. I remember this one instant, for example, like, bro, I didn't even have a ride. I didn't have a ride to go get this game that I had the money for. I wanted that shit that day. My mom was trying to get me to settle for the weekend. No, I wanted it that day. I don't know exactly what day of the week it was, but for some reason I'm saying like I'm thinking of a Wednesday or Thursday. More so a Thursday. I wanted it that Thursday, and my mama wasn't going. So I called my granny up. Literally, I remember the car to this day. Me calling her on the phone, she coming to pick me up and taking me to GameStop and buying that motherfucking game. And I still remember the game. It was like a Lego game. It was like, I don't want to say Lego Batman, but it was, I don't know, bro. Shit, yeah, I don't know exactly the game, but I know it was a Lego game. And, bro, I beat the fuck out that game within like 2 days. And again, this can be applied to anything. Let it be you trying to go and get some pussy, bro. If you really do want some pussy, you gonna figure out how to get some pussy. Even if you settle for less and get some fucking pussy that you wouldn't, prefer at the time, you still gonna get some, And it just goes to show, bro, like, you can get it if you truly want it. So take the time to figure out what you want, and from there, just execute. Go get it. Go win.